Middle East war, United States lifts Iranian port blockade as deal comes into force. Why I okay the deal despite having a different view? That is coming from Khamenei. That is the leader of Iraq government, the leader of government in Iraq. He said he has a contrary view to some of the conditions the US gave, but he doesn't have a choice. Of course, you don't have a choice, bro. You are disturbing the world order. Let people have a rest
US
of
too,
mind.
US is also disturbing.
USA will always play the big brother role.
But it's wrong. They are supposed to consider other countries. So what's the essence of funding these countries, support, in quotes, supporting, and then you're still, hell-bent on making, they didn't do too well in that light.
So
I think it's selfish.
For context, a lot of people may not like the United States. Oh, they are overbearing role. Oh, they are this and that. But let me tell you something. In geopolitics, Stephen, it's about interest and not emotions. Nobody cares whether I bully you into submission. Everybody has interest. The reason why the United States will not remove its hand from the Middle East is because that is where their oil interest is. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And in terms, like I said, in geopolitics, everybody wants to take advantage of the other country. If you play soft, I will prey on you as a country. What do you think led to the Russia versus Ukrainian war? I'm sure Vladimir Putin is thinking that, within a week or two,
they just
I will
concede.
silence Zelensky. They will concede. I'll take over the regions I want to take over. The war is almost 4 years now. And in fact, the last 2 weeks, the kind of devastation that Ukraine had caused on Russia is crazy. Ukraine is not even staying on the edge again. They are going into Moscow. They are attacking oil fields. They are attacking oil facilities. They are attacking hospitals. I'm sure Vladimir Putin thinks that in 1 month we'll be done with this war. But it's 4 years now. So countries would always try, it's neo-colonialism. Do you understand? It's a way that you find a way, what do you have? If you cannot give me in peace, I'll collect it by force. Oh, you think some African countries, Nigeria still cannot bully some African countries? When when coup happened in Benin Republic, how many soldiers did you send to Benin Republic? Did the boys not run away from the palace? It's always going to be like that. When you have that geographical advantage, when you have the resources, if you say USA, some of these countries are going to USA to beg for aids.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I cannot be giving you aid and you are building nuclear weapons. Yes, now there has to be concession. I cannot be giving you money to take care of your country, of your people, and you are using the money to buy and build nuclear weapons. And I know you are building nuclear weapons. Yes, the United States can be overbearing sometimes. They can be unusually rude and arrogant sometimes. But let me not lie to you. In a little way, some of the world peace that we are enjoying today,
Yeah, they play the big role.
US continue to play the big role. Do you imagine what ISIS will have become today? Do you imagine what Al-Qaeda will have become today if the United States did not take personal the attack on the September 11? If they didn't go after every single one that planned that September 11 attack had been killed. Every single one of them. Every single 42 leaders of the Al-Qaeda that planned the September 11 attack have been killed, including Saddam Hussein. Do you understand?
Yeah.
No, I understand where you're coming from, right? Let other countries breathe. But the truth is this: the geopolitical space that we find ourselves, countries would always want to find a way to suppress and colonize other countries. It's as simple. Especially the United States that often depend on other people's mineral resources to survive. Do you understand? USA does not have oil on their own before now, but USA have oil deposit that can last them for the next 40 years. During the COVID, US were begging tank farmers in the US. The US government were begging tank farmers to come and take petrol for free and store. Because production continued despite the fact that there was lockdown. So people were not consuming, this fuel. The US government had to start begging tank farmers, if you have tank farm, please come and collect and store for us. And the USA does not, up until now, have their own natural oil drills. But they have so much on a reserve that can last them for the next 40 years. Do you understand? So there will always be interest, Stephen. There will always be interest. If you want to develop armed conflicts. The United States will not fold their hands and allow you to be building nuclear weapons. It's not going to happen. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Except you want to isolate yourself. The USA would also have to protect their interest in the Middle East. There's a reason why US and Israel becomes the biggest ally ever. Because USA need an interest in the Middle East. Do you understand? There had to be a country that holds USA in high esteem. Why do you think USA got involved with the Iran and US war and Israel war? Because USA had to protect their own ally. They had to protect their interest. Do you understand? So there's nothing anybody wants to do about it. Before we say Jack Robinson now, we have gone to IMF to collect loan. We have gone to this one to collect loan. Who do you think is funding those multinational organizations? Do you understand? Who do you think is funding those multinational? Why do you think USA is threatening NATO every day? Because they know that if they withdraw their support for NATO, NATO will be starved of funding. USA controls almost 40% of the funding of NATO. If they withdraw their support for NATO, NATO will starve. Do you understand? Why do you think United States have almost 40% of the entire security seat on the UN? Because USA feels that we have to be in control of the world security structure.
And they put their money where their mouth is.
Bam. I finished it.